Are you ready for today? You're going to love this one. I'm going to give you an assignment. Do this one thing. Your entire life can change. But let's see if you can do it. Just one thing. And it's a pretty simple thing. You may know what that is, right? Let's give it a try. Are you ready? Because we're going to change your reality starting right now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing, awesome life. Are you ready for today? Every time you make a decision, every single decision, including every thought, is changing your reality at every split second. And it's even much more complex than that. I mean, we don't have time, but guess what? On linear time here on Earth, we feel those decisions. We feel the changes. So I was just thinking the other day how I got caught in traffic, and I thought maybe this delay in traffic is going to help me avoid something that could be maybe an accident up the road. So you're complaining about something, but maybe the universe is always working in your favor, and guess what? It is, okay? So, and that accident you may be in, well, that might be the best thing that ever happened to you. All right, so I want to talk to you about the one thing that you can do today. And if you can do this, you will change your life completely. So you know I've got the free mobile app. It's down in the description. Hopefully by now it's for iPhone too, but Android, and then I'll let you know when iPhone's out, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick the one thing that you so want in your life right now that you feel would make a big difference. Now I have a course coming out called One Big Thing. You're going to love it because we're going to spend a lot of time working on that. And it's based around the one thing that you really want in your life right now. We don't have to have goals for our life. We don't know what our life's going to be like next year or the year after, or even tomorrow, right? And we see what's going on in our globe right now, and we know that we are a product of everything, including the collective. Our panic about everything is actually creating and exacerbating things. I want you to control that, right? I do not see what's going on as a big issue right now in our world. You can change your entire reality with what we're going to do today. How you think about everything is what creates a problem, or maybe just an opportunity. I see everything as an opportunity because we're on planet Earth. Stuff's going to happen, right? So the more you worry about something and the more you focus on it, the more you're creating it, and it becomes a problem. And the collective then actually raises that focus on the problem and creates it more when there really isn't one at all. All right. I want you to pick that one thing. Are you ready? Now you can pause this video and think good and hard. What's the one thing? Not, oh, can I do this and can I do it? No, one thing. Just pick one thing, because obviously if it's a bunch of stuff, you haven't mastered manifesting what you desire. If you got a bunch of stuff. So let's start with one and master that. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to master manifesting. We're going to master it. Now I have master classes. Go to landriaonkka.com. I have tons of 3-hour master classes where we spend 3 hours doing this. And I give you exercises and things to do to keep going. So this is going to be a shorter video, but I want you to pick the one thing. Now here's what you're going to do with it. I want you to write it down. Make it simple. Make it simple, okay? And then, and don't think too hard about this, I want you to write it down, and I want you to think about nothing but that all day long. All day. No thoughts behind it. And it's just what you're creating. I'm creating this. I'm creating this. In fact, it's already a probability exists, so I'm just creating it into the reality, the material world right now. But again, don't go into that analyzing and, oh, is it going to show up? Do I need to ask? How many times do I need to say it? Should I put it on a vision board? No. You're placing your order. I just placed my order. Because you're a major manifester. You place your order. Why doesn't it come into your life? Why hasn't it come in? Because you got all these other orders behind it that cancel it out. I can't really do that. It's not showing up. Why didn't it show up when I wanted it to? Total control and ego, gotta let all of it go. Let all of it go. Just the one thought. That's it. Nothing else. See if you can do that. I'll bet you there isn't one person who's gonna write me and say they can do it. Right? This is why people are not manifesting what they desire. They find it so difficult to just focus on that, and they get off on their thoughts and their control and how it should happen and whatever. Now, I suggest that you choose something that allows the universe to bring whatever could possibly be better, right? So if you want abundance, say, if $100,000 a year income is what you desire, don't box yourself in. Say 100,000 or more income, and don't say when it's going to happen, right? Now, some people would say, oh, you have to be specific. Here is the challenge with that. If you're specific, you may bypass other opportunities that are going to come up that might have been bigger. So if you are ordering something and it has to happen in a certain time period, and you might have gotten a job for $250,000 by the end of the year, but you had to order $100,000 here, you may not get that job, that bigger job at the end of the year because you boxed yourself into this one. Does that make sense? So I always leave it open. I don't always know how it's going to happen or what it is, but I know, let's say if it's a career thing, of course you focus like, in my career, I choose, and then you write down what that is. If in your love life, my ideal mate, don't say what that ideal mate is, because what if your ideal mate isn't what you thought? Maybe you love blondes and, all of a sudden this dark-haired person comes in your life that's just amazing. You're like, I really love brunettes now, right? But you didn't know that till you were exposed to it. The universe will send you what is ideal for you. But it gets a lot of choices when you keep it open for that. So that's what I always choose is like, let's say you want financial freedom. You say, I will never have to think about money again. I will make so much money that I will never have to think about money again for any purchase of any kind. So that doesn't mean you'll have to be a millionaire to do that, right? So a lot of people, they want to be a millionaire, which is a really unrealistic goal for them because they can't even go into that mindset. So they're not really sending that message to the universe that they're a millionaire. In fact, they're doubting it all the time because they're choosing something that they can't even relate to. All right, so when you choose, you say, okay, I have abundance, financial abundance that allows me to pay all of my bills, take out all my debt, and to buy any luxuries that I desire. Because chances are pretty good you're not going to go buy some $10 million home and buy Ferraris and all this stuff, right? You don't need that garbage. That's actually a burden. So a lot of times we think we want all this stuff, and you get there and you realize it's a burden. So that's just why I allow the universe to choose, because the universe is going to take me where it's going to truly be a positive thing for me, instead of my ego ordering something that's maybe not the best thing. So a lot of people, they want to be millionaires and stuff, and so what comes along with that in the material world is the kind of work that they may not want to do. So I always say, do you know what it's like to be a millionaire? Here, I'll give you some examples of what that day looks like in every single person's life that has that kind of money. I haven't met one that sits on their butt. And I have some friends that are extremely wealthy that inherited it, and they still have a lot to handle and take care of. In fact, a lot of them are unhappy because they didn't get to earn that money, and they're bored out of their brains. So you don't want that. What you desire is happiness. What if you get abundance that is just this perfect amount of money and you think, this is all I needed. It's not a burden on me, yet it's enough for me to send my kids to college or myself through college or whatever you want to do. All right, so this is what I want you to do, is choose a goal that resonates with you, that is something that you definitely could be very happy with, that would enhance your life. It's not making you happy, it enhances your life. All right, so this is where it gets a little bit complicated for a lot of people. It's really simple, but it's complicated for people because they don't know what to pick. Do I need to do that? No, pick something that resonates with you. All right. So again, abundance so that all bills are paid, never having to worry about bills again. Abundance flows, able to do the things in life that I desire, buy some luxuries. Now, you don't have to have this long thing, but what I'm telling you is basically choose that goal that fits into those parameters. Same thing with a relationship. That's easy. I have my ideal partner. You don't have to say what that is. You know what your ideal partner is. Whatever you know, the universe knows, because you and it are one thing. You don't have to tell it. It's not like sitting there going, well, you didn't tell me that, what your ideal partner was. Of course it knows. You're it. There's no separation between you and the intelligence of the universe. And it judges nothing. It judges absolutely nothing. Just placing orders. Go up to the, window. I'd like a burger and fries. Okay. What do I care if you eat burger and fries? Here's the burger and fries. This is the universe. Like, oh, did I say burger and fries? Well, I'm a vegetarian. Oh, well, so? I don't know. I don't care. But you just placed burger and fries. So I want you to understand that this is so simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Write down that simple thing that you know would be just so amazing that you would really love. Just one thing, the thing you would like most right now. You write it down. And then I want you to just think about it all day long and put it and look at that card all day long. Now, here's what's going to happen with most of you. There's going to be some underlying stuff going on here that's negative, that you don't even know you're doing. And that's why people don't manifest their desires. My Prosperity Masterclass is up and running, and after March 21st is when it will be live, and so you can go in and watch it live with me. But that same day, if you don't watch it live, you get the entire masterclass for a year. And what we do is we go into a private Facebook group after that, and your 30 days of doing this, and I have a whole list of things for you to do every single day where we reprogram ourselves. And this is just the start of that, all right? So if you want to join me for that, use Manifest Prosperity, and the price comes down to $30 for 3 hours masterclass, a private Facebook group room where we work on it together for 1 year. $30 for a year, okay? So go in to landriaonkka.com, use the code Manifest Prosperity, and come join us, because I'm going to train you. I'm going to train you on this. And you're going to have 30 days to do this. So today I'm asking you to do it for 1 day, because you're going to realize, yikes, for $30 maybe I should go in there and work with Landria and have the group also, because you're going to monitor that. We're going to have a 30-day. It's going to start ticking, because you have to retrain yourself. And you can try and do this on your own, but there's going to be a lot of steps and things that I'm going to show you that's going to really accelerate all of this. Because obviously, if you don't have it, what you're doing on your own isn't working so great, right? And sometimes we just need those extra steps or training to make us realize, what we're doing. So, write it down. See what you do all day with it. And a lot of you are just going to go, okay, you'll do it for a couple hours and then sort of forget about it and like, oh, okay, whatever, not take it seriously. And so the universe doesn't take it seriously either. It's not independently thinking. What you think, it's thinking. What you want, it wants. What you don't believe you can have, it believes you can't have. That's it. It's really simple stuff. What are you thinking? What am I thinking? So go down and load up my What Am I Manifesting app, and let's see what you can do. Everything revolves around what's going on in here. Your heart and your gut, we always talk about that, is always telling you stuff. So a lot of times we're thinking stuff we desire, and everything else is telling us it can't happen. And that's overpowering it, because that truly is what you're thinking, right? What you're feeling is what you're thinking. And what you're thinking, you're feeling, right? It's the same thing. So if you can't override that, then pick a goal that will resonate with you so that you can start to train yourself to manifest that and then move on to the bigger goals. Good luck with this. Whatever you're feeding yourself, you're creating. Are you ready to let that go? It's time. Don't you think? What do you choose? You're going to choose something amazing? You can do it. You have the power to do anything. When are you going to start believing that? I don't care what somebody else told you. That's their world. That's their problem, not yours. You're ready to create something amazing. Get busy. Write it down. Look at it every moment of the day. Pull it out. Set it in front of you. But really look at it and really imagine it and see yourself as that person and see that situation. So monitor this today. See how you do. If you need to change it, pick something that you know you can do. I'm going to find $1 or more. I'm going to something simple that demonstrates to you that the more you think about it, the more it can show up. And trust me, it'll blow your mind when it happens, because it's like, okay, yeah, I can imagine I can find $1. What's the big deal? I mean, I do that. I go out in front of my house, there's $1 in the street. All right, not a penny, $1. So what is that? It's no big deal. Now, $1 million laying out there, I probably wouldn't believe that $1 million would be laying in front of the house on the street, right? That's how it works. So pick something that you know would be easy to manifest. Start with that and train your brain. Pick that thing you really desire, and if you don't think you can do it, then pick the thing you think you can manifest. Let's get busy. We've got some work to do. We have to change this planet and go to a higher frequency. And it's not all just about what we get. But let's start manifesting the things that we desire, that we deserve. It's okay. It's okay to be abundant and healthy and happy. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Please subscribe. Please share my videos everywhere. It helps me. It helps you. It helps all of us to spread the word of positive energy and get everybody else who desires these things to focus on an amazing life, raising the frequency and changing the entire planet. No media has control over us. It's up to you. Turn it off. Turn off the negativity, and you will change your life. I promise you that. All right, come join me for the Prosperity Masterclass. And anything else in there that you desire. I got a whole bunch of cool stuff in there, and I'm going to be posting more. I'm very excited. All right, love you. Sending you health, wealth, joy, abundance, and most of all, awakening. Namaste.